Hi, good evening, folks. In this video, what are the top 5 heartbreaks we've given to others? Coming up. All right, guys, I've been asked to do a video on this. And shout out goes to Michael Andrew. And in his words, the top 5, can we have a video on the top 5 times we broke the hearts of others? Michael, I've come up with 5 times. I've got 1 regular season game, 2 overtime games. The other 4 are playoff games, of course. But 1 regular season has to go on this list. And then 2 sudden death overtimes. And 2 not overtime games, but playoff games, close ones too. So let's take a look at this. I clipped it out instead of doing, I was going to do the board with this one, but I figured, guys, you need to see the clip, especially in the first 2. I can't really explain it on a board. I just can't. And it'll take me like forever to write it, and I got to get some videos out there, and it makes sense this way. So let's go right into it. Now, guys, these are my 5 favorites. I'm not going to say, I'm not speaking for the whole land of Buffalo, but for me, these stand out for me, these 5, okay? So I'm going to go in order. From 5 to, I'm going to go from 5 to number 1. And I almost screwed up, and I have to move that over because it's easy to mess up when I'm doing clips, guys. Okay, here we go. First clip. And there you see the box score of April the 2nd, 1972. Yep, we're going that far back for this one. Guys, take a look at the scoring summary. And look when Jerry Meehan scored in the 3rd period. Now, this was the last game of the season, okay? Keep that in mind. It was the last game of the season. And you see Buffalo won the game. It was in Buffalo, 4 seconds left. And now, I'm going to keep that clip up, and I'm going to show you the standings. Here we go. Now take a look at these standings. If you look at them, you're going to see it's going to make a little more sense why this was heartbreaking for Philadelphia fans. Look at over in the West Division. You'll see they had 66 points, and they missed the playoffs by 1 point. They were 4 seconds away from making the playoffs. It was a nothing game to us. If you look, we were like 20, what were we, 51 points. That was our 2nd season in the league. And we went and ruined their season just in our 2nd year in existence. What I like about that, it's kind of historical because it was a sign of things to come with the young Sabres at the time, Like this was when, they were just getting our feet wet as a franchise. We had just closed out our 2nd year in our history. And in that 2nd year, keep in mind, back-to-back losing seasons. Guys, the other time we did that in our entire history of back-to-back losing seasons was the first 2 seasons, till the tank. Till the tank. And when people say Buffalo's always been crap, and they just don't know these things. It drives me nuts, but, I was looking at a Vegas channel. I didn't want to expose it on mine. I'm just not into that. But anyway, I was looking at this Vegas channel, and this guy posted Jack's comments making fun of the Sabres, and he spelled Eichel E-I-K-E-L. I'm like, jeez. All right, moving on. Let's go to number 4. And there you see, let me open it so I can see it with you. Here we go. April the 29th, 1997 comes in number 4. The Derek Plant overtime goal. Game 7 in overtime. And I'll show you the visual. Quick visual. And when that goal went in, guys, I can just tell you all I felt was relief. That's all I cared. I just wanted not to lose Game 7 in overtime. That's all I cared at that point. The Sabres, I knew, were 1 goal away from either season over or elation, one or the other. And we got lucky. We got that goal. I was just so happy it happened. And it's hard to believe. It's almost a quarter century ago. My God. All right, number 3. Come in the Ottawa Senators again. Here we go. And the scary good goal by Jason Pominville, shorthanded, to close out the series 4-1 in 2006. Absolutely has to be one of the biggest heartbreaks we've ever handed out another franchise in our entire history. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. At least in my head. No doubt. Because that team was a powerhouse. That Ottawa team was a powerhouse. They were an absolute powerhouse, and we were ready to take them out. And we did. When we got that goal, I was so worried. Even when we were up 3-0, guys, I still was worried about this Ottawa team. I was. Okay, coming in at number 2. Here we go. 1999, yeah. May 31st, 1999, the Sabres beat the Maple Leafs to close out the series 4-1 in Toronto. Shorthanded empty net goal, salted the deal. Imagine, we're up 3-2. You know, it's scary to think. We were up 3-2 in that game, and they had a power play, and we got that empty net goal. And once that went in, guys, I was just so damn relieved because, you know, that Toronto team also looked like they were primed and ready. And I'll show you a clip. And primed and ready to go to the finals, but the boys led by Pekka and Hasek weren't going to have anything of it, and they closed out the series in 5. And of course, the semifinals, you know, that's heartbreaking. That doesn't have to be in overtime to be heartbreaking. When you get that far and you don't win, it's harsh. I can't even imagine, you know, like what the Maple Leafs fans were going through. You know, at that point, it was a drought. The finals there was a Stanley Cup drought way back then. But you know what? That Toronto team was a good team. Not like this team now. That was a playoff team, that Toronto team. That was a good team they had there. That was. Still a pretty damn good team. But the Sabres that year were moving, and they were just like a train, you know, till they ran into Dallas. And even then, damn it. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, and number 1 for me. Do I have it up here twice? Oh my goodness, I had it the other time too. I already had it there. Okay, let's open it up. This for me is the number 1. Maybe it's because it's such a personally good memory of mine, but May the 8th, 1975, when the young Sabres and French Connection took out the mighty Habs in Game 6 in Montreal. And I remember here in Montreal, nobody thought that the Habs were going to lose that series, even when they lost in Buffalo. Because the 2 games in Montreal, guys, they came back here. They came when we won the first 2 games in Buffalo. We went to Montreal. They outscored us 15-2 in 2 games, and then we came back and won in overtime. So we were just hanging on. It felt like it was going to slip away eventually, you know. So Game 6 was a surprise. I did not expect to close it out in Montreal. Neither did this city. I remember as a kid. This city was heartbroken. They thought they were winning the cup that year. And I'll show you the standings. Important. You look at the standings that year. Take a look. Philadelphia, Buffalo, Montreal, 113, 113, 113. Home ice meant everything, guys. Buffalo beat Montreal because of the home ice, I believe. And Philadelphia beat us because of the home ice. It really is that simple. I mean, the Sabres all playoffs, till they lost the Stanley Cup in Game 6 to Philly, did not lose one playoff game on their home ice till the last game. So that's what I got there. So those are not only 5 heartbreaks we've given others, those are 5 great memories, you know. But I had to throw in the regular season one. I didn't want to forget about that when I was slapping this list together, because that's sometimes it's unknown. Some Sabres fans might not even know about that 1972 when Meehan got that goal with 4 seconds left. It showed that this young franchise already had a killer instinct. They already had a killer instinct in 72 with another dismal season, really another bad season. And ironic to think that 1972 team, the next time we would see them have back-to-back losing seasons, would be the tank era. And no cup all the way in the middle of all the winning seasons. And I can go on and on, guys. And I can go on and on, believe me. So let me get that down there, because I'm going to need my computer for the next video. So Michael, I hope that's sufficient, buddy, because that's what I came up with. I had to go with my own 5 favorites because there's going to be too many fans that are going to say, well, what about the Mayday goal? But the Mayday goal was a sweep. That might go down, though, for me, one of the biggest upsets in our history. You know what I mean? It's kind of different. The Mayday goal wasn't like we broke the hearts of Boston. They seen it coming before Game 4. They knew they were in trouble, especially when we beat them just the game before, right? In overtime, I believe, also. So you know what? We can't. I look at the games, how many games were played, and the Toronto thing, why it was only 4-1 and it wasn't in overtime, is because the Maple Leafs were supposed to win that series in '99. They were supposed to beat us, you might recall, but we knew better. We knew with Hasek and the way we were going, we knew. So, all right, that's it. That's it for that one, guys. I got 2 more coming at you. I got to get on them. It's getting late out here. I'll see you in those.